Hello everybody, Darren here, and welcome back to Farthest Frontier. Now, last time I focused heavily on building, investing in a new brickyard district, as well as fixing a few issues we had with farms and barns and that sort of thing. Now today, we're looking to put a bunch of this construction material to good use, increasing the decorations of our settlement, increasing desirability, and thus leveling up a bunch of houses, so we can progress our town center all the way up to tier 4. And very quickly as well, I just wanted to mention here at the beginning, just a thank you for all the support on this series. We're over 10 episodes now. I originally just thought maybe we'd hit 3 or 4 before things kind of tapered off. But you spoke really loud and clear. Likes, comments, subscriptions, that obviously helps the videos grow and find a new audience. But it also helps me make a decision on whether or not to continue, and I'm super glad for it. I'm really enjoying the game, and I think it's a great fit for the channel overall as well. So I just wanted to say thanks, and also to the channel members. I think there's 70 in total now, I think. And that's just really huge for me, so just wanted to give a shout out, say thanks, and let's get back into it. Alright, so, picking up right where we left off, we were just kind of messing around with this squiggly road here, trying to get it to go along the lake, and also fit in with the new market now. So I managed to, in between episodes, find a position for it where it does make sense, and it's just kind of getting upgraded, I think, at the moment, or being finalized in how it's being placed. Desirability is pretty good, and that's going to be the focus of this episode, of raising... We want to get more large homes. In order to do that, we need 65% desirability. So what I'm going to be doing is looking to build a theater. It's a really big building, but it fits perfectly into this garden area, and look at the size of the desirability bonus. It's massive. You know, like, you can have it all the way out by the farms, and it still affects some of these houses. So the idea would be for me, put it right around here, and that affects both Old Town and New Town, and to, I guess, New Town Plus when we probably expand out this way. So that's what I'm going to be working on doing, so I'm just going to start getting to grips with that now. I'm going to move this garden roughly out around here. I think it might look nice. Well, I don't know, I might end up moving it again, but it does fit there for now. Could always move it somewhere else in future if we need to. And another thing I wanted to do was create a doctor's office, so I might create it about down here. And that's going to give desirability as well. So we'll just move this house out of the way, and we can just let time play now. So just for a little recap, we're on year 20. We have hundreds of resources in pretty much every category. Money is great. There's no current traders or anything like that. I do see that people say that you missed a trader. Often well, maybe I did actually miss one. That could be the case. But I feel like when traders are there, like, I'll wait a little while and then click into them. I don't always click them immediately. That's my bad, but since people told me they arrive in spring, I basically just check in spring now. I don't know if I'm wrong in thinking that. We'll keep an eye out, see if they arrive any other time of the year, but I thought I caught the ones that arrived in spring anyway. I guess I should have gone back over and really checked before making accusations to say that I'd actually seen it. Anyways, so food's decent, getting a little low, 4 months, but I think with the current crop rotations, we should be fine. There's actually one thing I did want to change, this one. Get that out of there, put in maintenance, because it's gaining some weeds now. Also, I've noticed that, yeah, people have kind of come around to the idea that the clover thing doesn't really work properly, but putting them on a piece of land that you plan on eventually turning into farmland seems to make sense, so we'll wait for them to do that. Alright, so... let's just get a bit of a recap going. So, our villagers, we have 33 laborers, 8 builders, currently building out of a possible 12. That's really all we need to know. So I've got a list of different things that I want to get done during this episode as well, for a little bit of focus. So one of them is, like I said, upgrading this doctor. We could do that right now. Boom. And then we'll probably put a regular doctor down this way, in this gap here. So that's going to be a lot of money. Upgrading the doctor actually increases the monthly cost. I don't know if it mentioned that. I should have to check it again. Well, let's just check it right now, actually, if it actually mentions that. Yeah, because it turns into a hospital. So there's the doctor's office. So upgrade cost. So it says additional workers, additional patients, increased desirability, and I think better medicine is what it's saying. The monthly cost is 30, but when you upgrade it, it actually has a monthly cost of 60. So you're doubling the cost, the upkeep cost of it. But obviously increasing the range and things like that. So just be aware of that. If you're going to be upgrading your doctor's office, it's going to cost you a lot. And then we're going to put another one down, which is another 30. So that's going to be 60 added gold upkeep per month, which is almost something we can't afford. We make 100 from manufacturing, which means we're only making 33 proper income because of our barracks. Costs a lot of money here. Yeah, the monthly cost is 80. For the amount of troops that we have right now, which could go up to 100, obviously, if we max it out. So things are going to start getting expensive, but obviously we make a lot of gold and everything, so I'm sure we'll be fine. How much money is actually in here? 165 in the trader right now. We've got 773 on the top. And yeah, pretty much smooth sailing from here on out. We'll just speed up time. Can't really quite remember if there's anything else I was planning on doing. Like, I have a list of things I want to do, but I don't want to pile on too much building options all at once, because they seem to get kind of backlogged, and they try to do almost everything at the same time rather than one at a time. That's how it feels to me anyway. So you end up just having slow progress, and then everything gets done at the same time. Whereas I'd like it just to be a bit more, you know, 5 or 6 build projects at a time. Let them get that done, and then commit to doing some other things. So let's have a look at... Predator was sighted. A bear is attacking down to the southwest, where we have our coal mine, and where I'm planning on building the glass. So something also that I'm planning on doing this episode is getting glass manufactured, and then making a preservist, so that they start preserving things like vegetables and fruit and different things. So we'll probably put that next to the cheese maker. The glass will be made down here, because of course we have a sand mine, or sand pit, and then we have a coal mine here. Not much coal in it, but we'll use that for a while. Then maybe we'll just make a charcoal kiln with some wood being made out here, I guess, firewood or something. That way we can keep it all kind of local. So yeah, there's a bear basically ransacking this place. Now, I suppose why not? We could send out the troops, see if we can go get that bear out of here. Off you go, boys. In fact, let's just click them all, and then we'll just right-click the bear so that we don't have to really look back on this. Hopefully they just figure it out. There it is. He's actually taken a bunch of the food, the milk, the cheese, and just dropped it there. I don't know if he's the one that took it out of there or not, but that's what happened. Or unless someone just dropped it there when they were delivering it. So let them handle that, no problems. I did also, I don't know if I mentioned it, but I fixed the roads in this area as well. I added new roads here. And this one needs to be still aligned, so let's do that. There we go. Good. Alrighty, looking a bit better. So we're building a shrine, we're upgrading a well, we're building a garden, I think, and then there's a few things to be done in here. 2 new villagers have just immigrated, 3 villagers have been born. And it is currently, we're just coming up to winter. So let time fly by. 7 food in store at the moment, so that's good. Lots of planks, 352. Stone is even pretty good. Of course, the main thing I want to be purchasing from the markets at the moment, really, is stone. I feel like that's our biggest... the thing we're lacking the most. We are making a lot of bricks as well. We've got 161 with our 3 brickyards up and running now. We've also got... I mean, I say I need stone, and here I am wasting it by building like a nice little wall around this area, but I think it'll look kind of cool when it's done. Something I wanted to do, though, was actually just create a gap here. And just make a little fence gap for them to go through. Walls and roads, little decoration there. Yeah. Because you will see them, they walk straight across to their building, so if we just create a gap there, at least the fence wall won't block them when they're trying to do that. Of course, as well, just for a reminder, we have 7 cattle in this barn, and we have 10 in this one. And I guess a few of them were culled last year. So we can always move them around, depending on... I think 3 were born here, and they were just immediately culled and slaughtered. Actually, that wouldn't make sense. They should just sit on 10, so I'm not really sure what happened there, but either way, it's fine. They'll come up to, roughly, they should both have 10 in a year or 2, and then just be slaughtering after the fact. And then I'd like to make a 3rd barn. I think it's important to do that. I don't know if this is the way you're supposed to do it in the game, but it does seem like eventually you shouldn't have any hunters or foragers. You should just be staying mostly on farms, fruit, and barns, you know? Alright, we should just get our hospital just about done now. There we go. Hospital is done, which means we can have another doctor. So that's an upkeep cost now of 60. But it also increases desirability out here. Some of these houses should be getting close to 65, although they're not quite there yet. Because I want these to upgrade as well, so we'll have to upgrade some of their gardens and things. Upgrade their wells, maybe. That'd be another thing to do. So the doctor's office down here is almost done. They just take clay instead of actual bricks, so this will be okay. Healer's house is the proper name for the building. As we push to try and get to... Oh yeah, of course, the big garden has been moved, so... Can we start the theater now? The theater requires 1,000 gold, 150 clay, 150 planks, and then 200 manpower. So we'll start popping it down out here. I think facing in this way would look kind of nice, but it could really face out that way. That way it would be like, as people cross from one town into the other, it's here. Cross from the barracks, would that look weird? I don't know. Could always rotate it if we need to, but I'll just stick it out this way then for a while. let them get started on that. So this house is saying, oh, we're going to abandon this place if desirability doesn't improve. So we have to kind of get this done fast. They're going to be taking a lot of gold from out of here. So speaking of gold, let's see what we can store in here and sell. Maybe transfer some tools, maybe 20 tools. Maybe a few weapons, why not? Just 3. Some baskets, maybe 40. Pottery, 40 again. Some beer, we're making a lot. We just made a batch. 75. Alright, so that's a few orders of things to transfer into here. Hopefully it all goes smoothly, and once that loads up, we'll get to spring. Bada bing, bada boom. We'll start selling that and making some money. Also wanted to upgrade this tower. Doesn't currently meet the requirements. We're lacking iron. Because we're making heavy tools. Probably a bit too much, seeing as we have 3 in stores. Let's check how much we have overall. We've got 9. That is a bit crazy. So, you know what? Maybe don't make anything for a while. Maybe just make regular tools. I guess we can start sorting out the rates of this. So 6 tools, you know. Yeah, actually, let's say the rate is going to be 10 tools, 4 swords, and 1 heavy tool. So that's a bit more of a balanced load between everything. 2 new livestock animals were born, 3 new immigrants, another child. Year number 21. I think what I'm going to do as well is get another foundry going, because when this is sort of full up, it might be good just to transfer people over to a second foundry, and that way we can just have 1 dedicated to gold and maybe 1 dedicated to iron. For the construction side of things, rather than refining it all the time. I don't see anything wrong with that. So what is this, a foundry? Let's go find it. Resources. Foundry. So just build another one right here. Why the hell not? Won't fit in that way, of course, so we'll just rotate it. Might move it in the future, but it should be fine. I'll prioritize this one. And then hopefully we can make a deal with the trader, make some money so we can actually build the theater before these people complain that their house doesn't look amazing. Now, I could put the basic well back in the center here, and then put maybe gardens either side to beautify the area a bit more. This area is almost done. The shrine is just being built. I did see some comments. People were saying shrine might fit a bit better around here. You could be right about that. Again, this garden's not final placement. Maybe we'll move it back over later. And a house fits the exact size of a shrine, so we could just slam another house in there. Did also see a comment, valid, totally valid, about, you know, this market is spilling over territory that's not going to have really anything in terms of houses. It's not making any money. It's not a great placement, right? So if you want to be, obviously I'm not playing to be super optimal, but I'm not purposefully trying to do things totally bad or anything. But when we built this place, it was built around the idea that the school had a reach almost all the way down to the lake here. But the market doesn't. The market has got a much shorter reach. So it's a toss-up. You know, I could have no houses here at all, and that way the school wouldn't be, the school would be overlapping an area that doesn't really affect anything. It's kind of a waste of school space. I guess you could move the school further to the left and even further. That just feels like you're wasting a lot of territory then. But I made the choice that, you know, sticking a market in here kind of looks kind of cool down by the waterfront. We'll make it look a bit nicer, but down by the waterfront. But also, it just employs 1 person, and it makes 14 gold. So I think it's well worth it. Also, it takes some stress off of the other markets slightly when they're overlapping houses, because Mira here will be the grocer delivering things around. I think more grocers is definitely a good thing, so that you're just stocking places. It's like having a dedicated person to move stuff. So the more of those you can have, the better, I think. So while yes, it's definitely not optimal placement, it's certainly better than not having one, I think. But totally, if you wanted optimal placement, just build in a grid. Just build in a grid, you know? 2 buildings were abandoned. So they'll be I mean, that's obviously alarming. But they will be restocked once we just get a few more things in. But I don't want to build too much at once. Like I said, I want them actually finishing the projects that we've got given at the moment. Alright, let's just I've got to keep remembering to put time moving faster. And I actually forgot, for some reason. Oh, they've already done it. This area out here was listed as a harvest zone. That's why they've cut a bunch of stuff down. I don't remember doing that, but I obviously must have. And this area was largely cleared as well. So I'm just going to go continue harvesting here. If you've got nothing else on at the moment, get rid of that area. And then there's going to be a new farm out there in future. Good. Nice to see the deliveries. If we have our market trader coming in now. And of course, at the end of the last episode, we also started enlisting building crossbows. So crossbows are being made alongside bows and arrows. Might just say, forget the bows. Just do crossbows and ammunition. And once we see that everyone in the barracks has crossbows instead of bows, which no one has at the moment, so we haven't even really made our first batches probably yet, or at least not delivered them. Once they get those automatically, then we can kind of put that on hold for a while. Alright, let's see what you got for me. So, it is Lethros of Cardell, and he is purchasing some pottery. Happy enough with that. He's also purchasing glass, which we didn't make any, but oh well. 520 gold, I'll take it. And are you selling anything of interest? You're selling some barrels at a very low price again. I'm just going to, again, buy some while they're cheap, store them up. Buy and transfer, good. Don't want anything else. I think I'm good. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. That's totally fine. And then we'll just transfer some of this gold back out so they can put it to use in construction because we're low right now. We are making a bunch, though, from, obviously, our manufacturing, so that's good. Try to keep an eye out to see if another trader comes in these first few months. Trying to make sure I don't miss any. Alright, let's increase the amount of builders we have while we have so many laborers now. It does look like they can handle a few more projects. So we've got... Oh my god, is that house going to catch fire? No, it actually didn't. Okay, good. So, I'll just let times play on normal speed. Figure it out what else can be improved. So, desirability, right? That's our main focus. So, I think a good one to do is upgrading the wells, but it requires iron. Okay. So then, apart from that, we can just build things like the gardens. You don't get to decide what look and feel those gardens have. It actually decides for you. But I'm thinking that the plaza type looking gardens like this one would look good out here in front of the theater. And this one here. Sorry, lag sometimes. And then when these get moved, I'll put new ones, fresh ones in there. So I'm hurting the desirability big time here. But once that theater gets done, we'll have 2 new gardens come in here nicely. Yeah, again, it's like another plaza style one. I'm okay with that, but I'd like the ones behind the houses to be like the planter ones, like little gardens, whereas these ones are more decorative, ornamental kind of things, you know? Not a big deal. It would be cool if you could scroll through them. Like, this is the one I'm talking about. Perfect for the back of houses, I think. Because it's like, oh yeah, they're growing their local veg, you know? Sometimes the labels get in the way. There we go. Good. Anything else we can remove? This garden is overlapping that area. Don't like it. Oh my god. Don't know why the game is getting so laggy. Anyway. Alright, we'll just put it in there. And then we'll upgrade this to a regular road. And I might actually upgrade this as well. Like I said, I want to have more and more grocers. But it looks like we don't have any gold for that just yet. So one thing I'm planning on doing out here, might be a little crazy, I don't know, is building plazas all across it. Like that. And that way the plazas should be under the road, and then we can upgrade the road as well. And they should all sort of blend together and hopefully look a bit nicer. We'll see. Another trader's on his way in. Or her. Let's just check again. It's still the same one, is it? Lethros of Cardell. There he is. Cool. All going good. Oh, nice. And our second foundry is down already. Yeah, we'll just increase that. Make sure everyone's working on it. So this one can go gold. Just gold. And this one can go just iron. And maybe that might make bringing things to and from maybe a bit more streamlined. Maybe. So we'll leave it the way it is. And then let's just check on our mines, right? So we have room for more iron ore. Although I think iron ore is actually fine. I should check how much we actually have in our global stockpile. So global stockpile for the ore, 31 gold and 26 iron. So a little bit low. So yeah, we're putting 2 people extra on the iron ore. Should be fine then. More than enough. We've got literally thousands being stored up right now. So in order to get to the next tier for the town center, we need 25 large houses, a theater, the trading center, and 250 people. We're almost at 250 people. We're building a theater, and this theater is going to allow us to get more large houses. And then we're just going to be improving a lot of the decorations around this area, and that should give us the desirability we need, largely speaking. Look at this. Looks nice now out here, I think, with those 2 kind of more ornamental gardens out there. And then we can upgrade this. We got the 5 iron now. We can do it. Hey, they've had all their gold, so we spent it all. Now it just needs 58 clay. We've 600. Might be time to actually start thinking about getting the next clay mine. And preparing for that, because we have 3 brickyards and no clay mine. 3 more villagers are born. Happiness is through the roof. What's the situation with the cows? We have 8 out of 10 and 10 out of 10. That's fine by me. Getting clover, fertility 76, 72, 72, and 51. This one's real low. But we are, I guess, reducing weeds one more time, and then we're getting more clover. And if we have any compost, can we throw it down now? We do indeed. That's worked out well as well. If you remember a couple episodes ago, I said it's going to take a while, but we should get these numbers up to about 70. 3 of them are over 70 right now, so I'm pretty happy about that. And our lovely little wall down. Oh, I think this place looks so cute. Little brickyard with its own individual walls. Looking great. Alrighty. I'm sure there's any... Oh yeah, I forgot about the bear. Is that done and dealt with now? Seems to be. We'll just move that flag back to the barracks. I think they're going to go home anyway. Alright, let's see if that other trader's in position now. Seems like they are. So, trader number 2. Oh, we've got 2 completely new ones. Yeah, maybe I have been missing them then. So, Beldar the Peddler at 46 days and Ander Planesrider. So, a lot of people were saying, like, oh, you should check to see if they're buying things from each other at different rates. So, let's see. The first one is buying stone, medicinal roots, soap, shoes, and baskets. The other one is also buying baskets, candles, pottery. Oh man, the increased sale for pottery and the decreased amount for beer. But then I guess what you can also check, right? This one's selling cows, cheese, stone. And then you can check them off of each other, right? And see like, okay, well I'm able to... He's buying stone at 8. And he's selling stone at 7. How thrifty is this? We could buy some stone and make 1 profit off each one. To be honest, if it wasn't stone, I'd do it. I'd rather just keep the stone rather than make the profit. But yeah, totally valid, right? You could do that. And make a little bank. This one's selling pottery at an increased price of 14. And this one's buying pottery at 17. So there you go. And they're here for quite a few days. So let's transfer all our gold in. See what we can do. Try sell some of our excess stuff first, just to make a bit of gold initially. So we'll get rid of some of these baskets. Let's see, actually, the first one, baskets. Price is 16. Ooh, hot damn. 640 gold. This guy's still buying pottery. Did I put it in an order? Put it in another order again. Price too good to pass. We've got 400 cheese. He's selling it. Oh, we could buy more cows, but I think it'd be a bit of a waste. And there was something for candles as well, wasn't there? Candles. This one is selling it at 18 per candle. And this one is buying it at 15. So that one's not good. But yeah, we could do a little thrifty trade on this other one. It seems a bit weird to do this, but, you know, we'll do it at least once. Because I feel like I'm such an idiot, it's going to slow the episode way down. Because I've already forgotten what it was we could buy. What the hell was it? Oh, it was pottery. Yeah. So 14, right? So yeah, we can already buy some. $45. Buy and stock. Don't want to transfer it, of course. And then we go to the other trader and say, see you later. Alright, thanks for playing. Make a little bit of money that way. That kind of thing makes me sick. It reminds me of like stocks and stuff, how people just make money on having money. Everyone, no, I'm not judging anyone, but I guess I'm just jealous. It's like, I don't know enough about money and stuff like that. It's like, oh, everyone's just skimming little bits off of little bits of everything. It's like, oh my god. Gotta be real thrifty to be doing that. And I, sadly, am just not. Alright, I'm gonna buy some of the stone that I wanted as well. Oh, I can't do that yet. Did I just transfer the gold out of there? I don't know why I did that. Let's bring it back in. Yeah, I feel like I probably just did. I don't know. I get confused sometimes. Alright, well anyway, we have that order on for it, so they're both stocking at the moment. The pottery's coming in, the extra pottery, our own pottery. We could buy even more from the first trader. He has 114. We have to wait for the stuff to actually arrive. Don't know if there's anything else I need to wait for. Just waiting for the gold to come in now. There we go. Alright, good. So, we'll just buy the rest of this pottery. Almost as much as I can. Now, I can't sell it all, remember, because he has, buying stock. Only a limited amount of money, the other guy. Buying stock 80. Go to the other guy and see how much we can sell. He's only got 700 gold left, but I'll buy his stone, remember, so he's going to get a little bit more money from me anyway. So sell 40, that's 680. Buy some stone. There we go, buying stock. Buy and transfer, I suppose. And now he's got a little bit more gold. Sell the rest of the pottery. Alright, good. Did I do good? I feel like I did okay, considering. So we got ourselves some extra stone. We sold all our pots. Is that all that happened, really? And I guess we made some money. Yeah. Cool. Alright, we'll just take this money out now. Sick of this. This guy made a killing, though, right? He's walking away a rich man. Indeed. Alright, good. I'll look back on that, I'm sure, now, after this episode and go, wow, I did it completely wrong. But anyway, like, actually sold everything at a loss. No, I'm sure it's fine. Anyway, you can see our upkeep now is tanked because of the second healer's house that's down here. The theater is just about done. 4 clay needs to be delivered. It's going to look smashing. The barracks can actually upgrade too. I've never seen what it looks like, but you need to be tier 4 in order to get it. And then we want to see, what can we do to raise desirability out here? Ultimately, it's just gardens and things, I think that would help. Better well, another increased well, probably out there. Increased one here would be good too. And then, yeah, let's just put down some decorations for gardens and stuff. I kind of feel bad getting rid of these trees, but these definitely give more than the trees do, so that's what I'm doing. I'm hard left clicking right now, but it just doesn't, sometimes it just doesn't want to get out of the way of those labels. And what else could we do? You could do singular statues and stuff. That might look kind of nice. Actually, we've never built one before. 250. Always move it if we need to. Wow, look at the desirability now, and that's from the theater. Everything's just jumped up to 77. Holy crap. And that's before even building the extra gardens. You know what? I'm going to say forget the gardens then. Sorry to do it right now. I just didn't think I'd get such a massive increase. I like the trees. It definitely just breaks up the place. So just get rid of that really quickly. Oh my god. I'm going to put down the statue though. The statue looks nice. Little hidden, tucked away statue in here. Statue of Sertorius, people were saying, instead of the shrine. I think the statue for Sertorius really would have to be this one, you know? But this is massive. 1200 gold, and it's pretty big. Now that actually might look really great right out here. We'd have to get rid of the road in front of the barracks, but that could look so good. So maybe in the future. 25 iron, 1200 gold. I'm not there yet. But there's our theater. Looking damn fine. So if we check it out really quickly, we can see all the houses being affected by it. Now, I've been a little bit confused by the tooltip of this, so bear with me while I read it. The building provides entertainment to nearby occupied residences and increases happiness within your town. To maximize its influence, place this building within 200 meters of 30 residences. There are currently 77 residences in this range. This building consumes 20 gold per month in entertainment fees. These payments are automatically deducted from your town's gold supply. If these fees are not available at the time of building, this building will not generate entertainment value. Sufficient funds were available to cover it last time. So basically, that's really straightforward. It's like, okay, every month, as long as you've got that 20 gold, this building works. But the thing that always confused me is it says, to maximize influence, place the building within 200 meters of 30 residences. And it says, you currently have 77 residences in this range. So does that mean it can only cover 30 houses and I'm covering 77, therefore they're not all getting proper value out of it? I don't know. Maybe I'm reading into it a bit weird. Like within 200 meters makes sense, but to say 30 residences, that confused me a bit, because it's like, oh, well, I'm covering much more than that. Its radius is so large, surely it's going to be, it knows it'll cover more than 30 houses, but I don't know. You can let me know what you think of that. But either way, everything's getting the desirability, so I assume it's working. And I assume entertainment is off the charts. So this house is now up to 82. That's 72, 71, 65. So remember, it just needs to be 65 and above, and then they'll level up. Of course, they need different types of food. So leaving this button in the top right toggled on, allowing them to upgrade, means as soon as they get that 3 different types of food, they'll just immediately start upgrading their houses, whether or not they have it for a long time or not. I do kind of feel like I should have tilted it this way, just because I mostly keep my camera facing this way, and that way we get to see into the building better. But from a practical point of view for the road and for how people live here, I kind of think like it makes more sense to come join into the towns this way, if you know what I mean. But I could see it going either way. Alright, well, looking good. So on my little list of things to do, upgrade the doctors. turn on the coal mine is one of the things I think is next. So let's go down here. Say people can start working in there. And let them build the glassmaker build site. So 15 iron, 65 bricks, 20 wooden planks, and a heavy tool. Increase the priority. They'll start making glass down here. Oh, I didn't realize. Sorry. It was there before and I forgot to change it. Is that what's wrong? There are no stones. Oh, that's okay. Don't worry about the stones. This thing is pretty full up. We can bring this into the center of town now. Alright, let me just check if I've missed anything. So it's just that last person as well. Plains Rider, 17 days. He's going to be leaving. We sold him some beer for quite a low cost. He's still able to buy the extra pottery we have. Is there anything else I could buy from him? Another cow might be tempting. And that way we could just sell the pottery. But nah, not really. Could buy excess wood. We've got 666. Ominous. But nah, I'll leave it. It's all good. Cool. I'm loving this. Things are good. Things are going great. I'm just a bit worried about defense, so that's the next priority for me as well. I just might as well commission an upgrade. I've never done an upgrade of a tower before. So how many people are building right now? 18 out of 16. That's what I like to see. And we're down to a shortage of laborers again. That's because we just put, obviously, just so many more people in mines and things immediately. And then the Preservist is going to be next. So something else I want to do, once these next build projects are done, I'm going to be removing these orchards. We're going to cull them from wood. And we're going to realign this road, make it look a bit better. And actually, speaking of, this is done now. There's no more stones in range. There's actually just a tiny little piece over that way. And this one here. Just tell someone to harvest that. Yeah. So then this building will be done. This work camp, we can move it somewhere else. But then clean up this road, shift things over, and get more optimal fruit being made. We'll have the, of course, the Preservist then somewhere down here. They'll deliver the fruit down there. They'll also preserve vegetables. Things should be pretty good. And obviously all the berries are here as well. So we've got a little trickle of clay coming in also. Cool. Yeah, progress is good. Our houses are becoming homesteads. Our shelters are becoming homesteads. And some of our houses are becoming large houses. So how many do we have now? We started the episode with 2. We currently have 4. It's as easy as that. So that means we're delivering them their different types of food almost when they need it. And I've still got a build order to... Oh, I thought I did. Upgrade this road. There we go. That one's been upgraded. Almost at 250 people as well. Theater built. So tier 4 is around the corner, but it takes a lot of money. 3,500. So we're not there yet. And obviously 100 iron ingots, which is why I wanted to increase the amount of people we have forging. They're just doing iron, and they're just doing gold. And they're consuming some of the iron, and so is the Fletcher. And of course we have our tree nursery, which we could check out. Oh no, someone died to illness. They succumbed to cholera. 53 years old, Wainwright. Mr. Fargus. Ah, one of our wagon drivers. God damn, a Wainwright. Succumbed to cholera. Okay. Yeah, we've got 2 people sick right now. Cholera and fractured bones. Can I check how we get rid of cholera? I'd have to see the message appear again to remember how to get rid of it. But generally, I mean, we actually don't make medicine, so that could be part of it. We have doctors, and they supply herbs and stuff, but we don't have a building that actually turns the herbs into like a better kind of form of medicine. I never have. Not good though to see some people dying. How many do we have in total now? 11, so that's going to be 12 when Fargus gets brought up this way. So how are these extra houses doing? So they should all become homesteads, and this one could even become, 2 of these could become large homes. Yeah, they're getting upgraded now. So our builders are going to be busy for a while with all these planks and clay, just making homesteads. We should be making a lot more money because of that now that they're all leveling up. And then we're almost ready to start thinking about that area. So there's our, look at this, looking a little bit better, and then the cobbled road. So this needs to be leveled up too, in order to make that kind of all work together. I'll leave it for a little bit while we're a bit busy, but we'll upgrade this road just to make it all clean. Upgrade this road as well. And that way it should all sort of blend into a cobbled area, at the very least from a sort of a distance, it should look good. And then we have our shrine. There it is. People pay the piper on their way out of the of the settlement. Alrighty. I'm kind of just waiting now for things to kind of upgrade and people to get building things. Is our glassmakers up and running? 15 iron needs to be delivered out there. I'll make a priority on that one. Maybe they'll get to it a bit quicker. Coal. So coal I've already told to be stored down here. Hopefully they store it there as a priority. Food stocks are running a little low. That's okay. It tends to happen at the end of the year until we get our harvest. So we're about to harvest wheat. We're currently harvesting leeks. We're about to get some beans. And this one's just clover, bringing up that fertility. So we can see the start of this clover, it was on 51%. It's now currently on 54%. So we've got about 3 or 4% by the time it's done. And then we'll get... Oh, weird. The farm has storage. I don't know what's up with that. I guess they do have a tiny little storage area. And then it's going to get its fertility bonus next year. So should get another 5 or 6%. So should be good. Villagers stricken with influenza. Moderate seasonal illness that can progress to pneumonia if left untreated. That one's fine. And then we of course have the Via Flaminia as we go up here. I want to place some shrubbery at the bottom of these, in between them, in the gaps. Oh yeah, sorry, I meant to say, our tree nursery. How are the trees for size now? 6? Yeah, it's pretty good. It's only been 2 years, and some of them will be... Yeah, they're all about 6. Great. So that means that's probably the max we can get. I did see it go up to 7 before, but 6, pretty good. Got a big rock there. Let's just harvest that manually as well. You're injured. What's your deal? Oh, you're the one with influenza. Nah, you're fine. You'll be fine. Alright, so we've gotten rid of all that. So yeah, just get off that building. That's fine. And maybe just dismantle it. Actually, I'll just leave it offline, and we can move it if we need it eventually. That way, no loss of resources that way. Only a loss of time. And the rat catcher. Now, we've got a rat catcher here. Yeah, we can move this in between both markets, actually, and that should be fine. Cool, let's check how many houses we got now. Now we're already up to 16. Holy crap, how fast was that? Wow. Yeah, I guess they're still getting made. I don't know if they count before they've even been done. But this is looking good. Yes. Love that they're built a little offset as well. Looks nice. Cool. Awesome. And the houses that were abandoned have been moved back into. Really, really good. Alright, great. Progress is good. Have you got your... Has anyone picked up a... No, no one's got one yet. A crossbow. Do we have any? We actually don't. I wonder... Are we using iron mostly in... Yeah, you know what? Just make crossbows now. Maybe we're using the iron all in construction. They're just not storing that much here, so they're not making any. Don't know. 3 more villagers have arrived. We're over the 250 mark now. 253 with 2 more born. More mouths to feed, though, of course. Don't forget that. Could also be upgrading... Oh, you can't upgrade the fishing shacks, but you can upgrade the hunters. Depending on what we get. Alright, let's check how many builders we've got doing nothing. Loads. Great. 40 laborers. The labor shortage has been fixed. But of course we are building this glass down here. They are... Oh, it doesn't actually show me. They're missing 5 iron right now. And then the next building is going to be the preservist. Alright, so it's food production, preservist building, 50 bricks, 50 planks, 80 manpower. Pop it right down there. And we've gotten disease on our croppage. Do we? Oh no, it says crops eaten by wildlife 1. Oh, interesting. Oh, it's because the gate is open now. Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess we need to build that gate again. That's kind of a priority as well, I would say. Look at this guy going absolutely crazy. He's actually taking some damage. Don't know what's happened to him. Gotta run away. Off he goes. I don't think it matters. I think the herder will just wrangle him back in. Yeah, come on. Come on, Betsy. Alright, looking good. We've stone right in the center of the place, so if we need any upgrades, hopefully they can just do that kind of quickly. Keep an eye out for the next traders. Our hospital is doing grand. Houses are popping all over the place. All these little bits of construction material that we're seeing being placed down just means that... Oh my god, it went to the negative. Negative 20 gold for a minute there. That's alarming. If our gold manufacturing stops, we start losing money. Now, interestingly, we've only actually got one pub. And one bakery, right? One pub, one bakery. Might be worth having two of them down here in the future. I don't know where we put them, though. Maybe where these houses are, just across from the market or something. I don't know. See, the thing I'm thinking, I'm not sure how much bigger I'm going to really grow. I thought 300 is probably a good number to kind of taper off at. And see if you can just then build your stone walls and defend, essentially. I've heard the attacks get quite big, actually. But I haven't ever seen them. Oh, look, we have our stone wall. Oh, how cool is that? Yes. Looking good. Watchtower. So if we have a look at the other watchtowers, what's the difference again? So the difference is increased durability, additional ranged damage, and increased attack range. Nice. Excellent. Yeah, I love it. Could put the extra 2 people in here as well, so we're up to a 96 monthly cost. Which is a bit strange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would have thought it'd be 120. I thought it was 10 per person. Oh, it's different on medium difficulty. On hard difficulty, I think it's 10. So it would be 150. Or sorry, 120. Alright, good. At least we have loads of gold anyway. It's not really a concern. Any gold in here? Let's just transfer some in, just so we're ready. Into the trading post for the next year. Near 22, flying ahead. 3 animals born, another villager has been born. Myra. I'll call her. Alright, so the preservist is being building. The glass manufacturer is up and running, the glass maker. So there's 2 people in there stocking. Let's just go up to 3. I don't know, that should be fine. Preservist will get building then. We'll start preserving some of the fruit and things that we're making. They'll probably mostly preserve vegetables at the beginning. But I'm going to put an order in to start culling this area and moving it, so we can make it look a bit nicer. So I need this guy to come out. See, it's barely any resources in this. So just store it out here. Start listing these to be culled. Just keep it on regular speed. Oh, it's so hard to see them, actually. Almost want to wait until they come in. Unfortunately, the harvest tool doesn't work for the actual orchard. So we're harvesting other things around it. That's fine by me. Get rid of those first, I guess, and then we have to get rid of these. So it says coal for wood. So lifespan is actually only 70 months. They've only got a couple years left, and production capacity is decreasing. So it's time. It's time to remove some of these, especially the peach trees. The apple trees, I think, should be not too bad, which I think we built on this row. Yeah, 44. So, you know, kind of need to be rotating them around. So just want to have 2 or 3 of these arborists looking after their respective orchards and always being able to kind of rotate them correctly. And then we're going to be building another farm out there to sustain all these extra people too. Great. If we see this clay number falling too dramatically, we can just increase the amount of people we then have on this clay resource. There's almost 3,000 there, so should be good. I'm loving this area. It looks really beautiful in front of the theater. Upgrade that too. I think I will commit to it and turn this around. I just face it this way. Just imagine it's still a building site and they just did that at some point. Nice, look at all this. They're all up to their large houses. So how much are we up to now? I think that's probably it. Yeah, it doesn't even say. So we are 25 at least. So we're fully ready to go to the next tier, but we just need 150 bricks, 3,500 gold, 100 iron, and 100 planks. So I'm not going to rush that at any time soon, but it's good to know that we've got everything ready for it. There's a few other things we need to do before that. The theater, or sorry, not the theater, the traders are here. So we have 2 traders, Atka the Iron Clan and Scorv the Butcher. Scorv the Butcher is buying our tools for a nice hefty price of 39 per tool. That's a really good value. In fact, can we just store this up another 10 in here, please? Let's just get that out of him. 780 gold. What could we be buying? Again, crossbows if you wanted to. If you wanted to just buy them instead of manufacturing them, it would save you the iron and the time in the long run, I guess. Should I do that? Seems I think we're okay. I think raw resources are usually the only thing I'm really looking to buy. Anything else we can sort of make ourselves. Alright, let's check with Atka. Atka then, we could buy or sell wood. We could sell gold ore. Pottery. Sell some pottery. Don't really want to sell anything else. And what could we buy? Iron ore, tools, weapons. Don't really need to. So just leave it the way it is. Tasty bit of money though. We're actually not terribly far off from being able to do that upgrade, I guess. Alright, so now that things are slowing down, let's just go coal for wood. Unfortunately, we have to do it all manually. I'll try to just click through them as quick as I can here. Actually, yeah, and I'm going to change the fence anyway, so let's get rid of that fence. Okay. I can hear a few people coughing around the place as well. Alright, cull this crap. Now what I'm probably going to do at the opposite side of here is just build out another orchard, but flip where their radius works. Don't know if that's a terrible idea or not, but it could work for a while before we build another arborist. There should be a lot of wood though, at least as well, so we can just bring this straight down to the wood industry and do something with it. Now, a work camp. Where could we move that to? That could be used in the future. Any more stone areas? We're so low on stone. That's what I'm waiting for to come by. Like, I want to spend like 2 grand buying like 1,000 stone or something. Or whatever, you know, we could do to make that work. There's a decent amount of stone out this way. Just attach it up like that. Alright, nice. How many do we... Oh, we actually do have 272 in storage. I suppose it's not that bad. Is our preserving build... It is. The preservist is open for business. Now, unable to work. And their ratio is just 1-to-1 with everything. Now, I assume that's just because they don't yet have glass. I would assume. Storage is just firewood at the moment. So they need firewood, glass, and then whatever. Berries, apples... Sorry, berries. So it's fruit. Berries, which is actually technically separate to fruit, and then root vegetables. So that's not greens, it's root vegetables only. So stuff like, I guess carrots, turnips, right? They're the root vegetables. These are the grain vegetables. Buckwheat and wheat. And then there's the greens, which is, I assume, cabbage and peas. Not sure about beans. Does that fall into the category of greens? It's not a root vegetable. Anyway, it doesn't... I wouldn't have thought so. Villager attacked by predator. Another bear attack. Deming, our hunter, is out there fighting. Come on, Deming. Oh, you coward. Come on, you can do it. Can you? Yeah, look, he's missing you. Oh my god. We've committed now. Ah, yes! Good man, Deming. Alright. Looks like there might be another one here. Just check again. Atka and Scorv. Nope, same ones. We could sell again. Give me that money, Scorv. I'll just leave 500 in here. I wonder, is that going to just go straight to the vault now? I don't think so. The way the money thing, the money situation works is a little bit strange. It's also just some gold ore being dropped out that way, and then... Yeah, looking good. So how's the barn situation? So 10 out of 10 in this one. 10 out of 10 in this one. 500 cold last year. 0 last year, 600 milk. At least we're making cheese left, right, and center. 1,340 cheese. That's a lot of cheese. I loved it. In the last one, people were asking like what your favorite cheeses are and stuff in the comments to each other. But yeah, I hate to give the unpopular opinion, but I actually don't like cheese. I'm not actually against it or anything, but like it's totally fine. Like I'll eat pizza and stuff and I like it, but I never really eat cheese. Like I just don't ever look for it or desire it. Anyway, looks like we've got a raid. Now last time we had a raid, people were complaining that I was pausing a lot and maybe being a bit erratic with the camera. I can totally agree with the camera, but I'm going to be pausing because if we don't pause, they will just run through the village and kill a lot of people. I do not trust automating that. Now this raid that's going to come in here, if we take a quick look before we let time play, we've got one aiming a crossbow at our poor little, excuse me, Excuse me again. Villagers. This is the attack coming in. This is the commenters coming in for the cheese comment I just made. But yeah, he's winding back that crossbow at one of our lovely little villages there. It looks like the leader is right there, one of the armored personnel. So I'm confused. You know, should we, or not confused? I'm wondering. We have the extra troops. Do we send them out now to hold the gates and let them fire? Because I think they do kind of fire from over the walls. So I'm going to set the flag to be just around here. And then we'll decide what to do with them after the fact. Now, ringing that bell isn't really going to do anything yet, so I'm not going to bother. These people should just run away on their own. I'll try to guide them, because otherwise they will die. Oh my god, are they coming in here as well? Look at that. See, unfortunately our people are still just going to keep running that way, so I'll just give them the manual order to go pretty far. Let time play. I'll try to keep my camera generally facing this way, the way I usually do. So let's just select all of our people. I'm just going to select a really far way to run, right? Just go all the way down that way, and that way you should be fine. Should be. So if they want to ransack and rob these places, so be it. Okay. So our troops are on the way. They're running down the Via Flaminia. Village is under attack. Here we go. That was a raid of 47, I think. It's a pretty big raid. Now, we don't have any of the heaviest armor yet. Deming has run inside already as well. He knows what's good for him. Get back in there, boys. Oh my god, yeah. Well, the good thing is that they seem to be pretty split up. So that buys us a little bit of time to fight each group. This is what we got. This is pretty much our entire army, as it were. Get inside, man. Good job. So what do we got? Building attacks. Villager slain by raiders. Jarud was cut down. Goddamn. So we're starting with 254. We've lost 1 so far. Remember that. Heat wave is happening as well. Festering wounds. Let's let time play. Another one has just gotten cut down. So we're firing now while they're at the gates. Good job. Keep doing that. Some of them wanted to run back the other way. We want to protect that industry. Here we go. So, if I was just to let time play, I'll just put it on slow. They kind of all go for different people. We'll let them get involved in the brawl. A lot of them actually do seem to be running through and not going for us at all, but some of them are stopping and fighting now. And then we've got one here just spazzing out. So I'll just give them the manual attack order. It's not really helping though, is it? So there goes one of our defenders. See, they're trying to run out this way. I haven't given them an order, so I'll just tell them to go back. Fight the ones that are hitting you into your backs. Alright, we'll run out and finish off the ones that are hacking at the walls, seeing as they seem to be a bit split. So we lost 2 soldiers. We're down to 251. Actually, 3 soldiers. And the next group is still on the way. Some of us are out of ammo. The other group's coming down from the north now, so ring that bell. Now's the time to get in. Okay, I'm thinking now we run back inside and we get to the actual town defense. 14 villagers graduated, buildings attacked, raiders are attacking. Alright, we're running back in. There's actually immigrants on their way in right now. It looks like 9. It's gonna turn around and go for that one with those 3. Our hunter's here as well. Just bring him with us. So they're in now. They're heading towards the vault. God damn. These ones will be my intercepting force. So there's just a few on this side here. We're gonna go for the ones trying to hack through. Our others are running back up the town right now. And this is yeah, heavily unguarded area actually. The towers are firing. Okay. Dealt with those. So yeah, we're just fighting along the wall. Just want to make sure they're doing that correctly. That seems fine. All good. All good, all good, all good. They just took a bunch of gold, but they're running through rather than running back. So it works for me. And that tower will finish those guys off. There's no problem there. Go for these ones. Yeah, accept them. Bring them in. Help the raid. Is that it? So there's a few running this way. Let's see if we can catch them. Don't know if we're going to make it in time. They might have some of our gold. I'm not too sure. So basically what happens is they attack a building until they bring it down to 75% health. Then they're able to get in and steal from it. So all it takes is to get to 75% health and then they're in. And obviously if it goes lower than that, the building gets destroyed if it goes all the way down to 0. And that's usually just for a fire. I've never seen them attack a building beyond just getting it to 75, because then it's open and they can take stuff from it. Because I saw some people before saying like, oh, with a raid you could just like, you know, just leave the town bell on. Just, you don't need to pause the game, you don't need to mic or anything, just let them do their thing. It's like, no you can't. Definitely can't. They will take loads of stuff and run away. It looks like a lot of them are getting away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now none of them have bags, so I think they're okay. But these ones, some of these ones do. Oh, maybe not actually. Maybe not. We'll see at the end then when they all get out of here. I think they're just running because it's over essentially. So it's hard to tell because we took in a bunch of immigrants. So what was it, 9? So did we lose 5 people in total then? I think it might have been 5. Maybe 4, but I think 5. They did that last time. They destroyed the smokehouse. I don't know why they do that. Alright, looks like that's going to have to be it. We're not going to catch them. They're the same speed as us. Oh, there's 2 more here. Let's go for them. So as good as we could do. It's as good as it is. And then they just kind of run away. Alright, let's unring that bell. At least, well, I was going to say at least not many people died, but 5 dying is kind of a lot. At least 3 of them were soldiers, in a way. So I'll just say, put this here, click the flag, return to barracks. Alright, and we'll wait for the message before we wrap up the episode, see what happened. But yeah, I agree we need more defenses. I'm just a little tight with gold. I'm not actually... I'm tight with the gold. It's not like I don't have enough in the game. But, now that gold manufacturing is up and running properly, I guess we can afford to have... Definitely start thinking about getting stone walls. We'll probably need like 1,000 stone to upgrade our walls properly. And that buys us a lot of time on all these different sections. People are out there repairing right now, which is good to see. So by my count, it said 47 on that first raid. Didn't see a second raid message. I might have missed it, but we'll see what happens when the message comes up. See what they got away with. It looks like a lot of our gold was kept, though. I saw like we just, you know, killed a few of them as they loaded up the vault and started running. 645 in there, 500 in here, 2,700 in total. I'm pretty happy though. Look at how good this place is starting to look. All these lovely large homes are being built. So for their upgrade, they need 85% desirability now. So desirability, our best desirability is 84. There's 90 right here, which is pretty good. Yeah, it looks like that might be as good as it gets. 90, the most desirable house in the entire place is right down this street. They're not in front of the bustling market, but they got good access to it. Good access to the theater, the doctor's right around the corner. They have nice, they're right next to the well, coveted well space. They're next to the, almost across from the other well, down near the other market. You know, the confluence of many desirable things, which is good to see. Upgrade this well as well. Why not? No message yet. I'm still waiting. Suppose we can continue upgrading different things. So what else was I planning on doing? Making the preservist, redoing the orchard. So yes, we're just cutting away these things. I'll just keep culling until we get that message. I hope we do get the message. It's not appearing yet. Cull for wood. I wonder what happens when when lifespan goes away. Do they cull it automatically? Villagers raided. There we go. Alright, let's check it out. So 25 raiders were killed. 6 villagers were killed as well. Buildings destroyed 3, including, so that's probably just the 2 walls and the smokehouse. The 2 gates and the smokehouse. And then items pillaged, 400 gold. So they got in. They killed 6 of us and they stole 400 of our hard-earned gold ingots. Personal failure. So yeah, I guess I'll have to just invest in much more towers and things. So yeah, what I'll probably do is, like people have been asking me to do, I'll stop being so stingy. We'll move these towers out. We'll have some upgrades at the gates. Upgrade these ones. Make sure every gate is covered, you know. Even though they do come in at certain walls, and then try to start upgrading our walls. Start planning on working towards that over the next few episodes. But like I said, we're going to need a lot of stone. Every piece of wall upgrade costs 4. Every piece. Think of how much walls we have. You know, and think how difficult stone is to get. So it's going to be difficult to at least upgrade those. But upgrading towers should be a little easier. And we can start then filling our ranks at the barracks. We lost three good men and women. Let's get them back in. Start training them up. And then we'll also be getting our crossbows. We can see actually there's 3 that have been delivered already. So that's good. That's something. Alright, so that's going to be it for this episode. I'm actually genuinely really happy with the progress. I mean, we lost 6 people, but we brought in 9. And like I said, unfortunately with this game, like this is still a net benefit to just gain 3 people like that. We didn't really lose much. 400 gold is really the main thing we lost. Because we let them get to it, I suppose. But the barns are looking good. The farms are relatively healthy. We're ready for a new farm space. We're ready for a new orchard space. We have our preservist up and running. So houses should start getting their preserved jars of fruit and veg, which allows them to level up a bit quicker because they have their different types of food and everything. The place looks gorgeous. I'm really loving it. The theater is good. And of course, yeah, we're getting our glass now and our coal from down here. So everything's looking great. Just need better defenses. Alright, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, thank you very much for watching, and remember, if you want to support the channel directly, you can click the join button to become a channel member. Doing so will get your name in the credits, as well as loyalty badges and emotes to use in the comments. You'll also get exclusive access to my Discord, where there's dedicated channels for each series I'm doing, and it's a great place just to meet others and make some friends.